got into turn 3, and then Matt's car got real loose.
Good run for Stephen Wallace, the third-generation driver. His third full year in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. He has hung in the top 15 basically most of the day.
He's in the right spot right now because he's got that 5 car right in front of him, and the bottom of the racetrack is kind of the place to be on good tires.
A hard crash at Daytona involving 3 cars. Heavy damage. There's the 11 of rookie Scott Lagasse Jr. There's another rookie, Justin Allgaier, in the Penske Dodge. And also involved the driver who was having a great run in his third year at 66 of Stephen Wallace.
You see heavy damage there on Jason Keller's car, or on Scott Lagasse's car.
Stephen able to put the window net down. That's a good sign, and you can see the ejection.
That's just, man, I tell you, a big race like Daytona and you fall out of it.
Down. Really. Let's get the hood down and get it bare bottom. Don't worry about tires. Don't worry about tires right now.
Waited all winter for this chance, and he's having a great day, and well, it just takes it all out of you for just that time. See what happened here.
We saw him racing pretty tight back in this pack.
Jason Lefler.
Yeah, Jesse
got in the left rear of Stephen.
Nothing Stephen Wallace can do in that situation. He tries to hang on to it right here, but it goes up across the racetrack and collects these 2 cars right here, and you see that heavy lick.
Carl Edwards just snuck by.
Nowhere for Lagasse or Allgaier to go.
He's coming inside now, inside.
Riding along here with Stephen Wallace.
Easy.
See, once you commit to that high line and the car comes up in front of you, there's just nothing you can do at that point. Look at Carl Edwards just barely sneak by.
Under caution, working lap 75 here in the Camping World 300 at Daytona. This yellow flag brought out by contact between the 38 and the 66. Now you decide, was the contact incidental or intentional down the back straightaway? 3 cars heavily damaged. Let's look again at what happened.
We see them battling right here, and like Stephen slides in a little bit of a hole there. Jason Keller goes to the inside, or Jason Lefler goes to the inside. Then as they start to enter turn 3, I don't know if Jason Lefler was going to try to get back in behind, or
that looks like he might have been aggravated about that move. But you know, if there's enough room to get your car in it in these kind of situations, you're gonna have to take it.
Yeah, that's going to happen all day, and that's just things that you go through here throughout the day.
I think Stephen Wallace has made a decision on what he thinks happened.
Yeah, he's not happy about it. And I don't blame him. I mean, he had a good run going. He was sitting there in the spot he needed to be in, and he's knocked out of the race for no good reason. For nothing he did.
We showed you the incident a moment ago on the racetrack, and NASCAR has made a decision next door, and they are going to levy a 5-lap penalty for the 38 car of Jason Lefler for what they deem aggressive driving. Jamie, even with those used tires, the 27 car is hanging up there, and you see on the right side of your screen that they're invoking that penalty on the 38 car. Down there talking to crew chief Scott Zippadelli is the NASCAR official, and he will sit there for 5 laps. Listen in.
And holding you 5 laps for aggressive driving. I was trying to let him back in line. I was totally by accident. You are kidding me. They were back there riding. We're not even racing hardly.
That's what makes it difficult whenever you put yourself in a position for NASCAR to have to watch TV and make a statement or determine exactly what happened and what they think happened. So, you know, it's difficult. I hate it for Jason, and it may not have been any intent on his part for what happened, but that's what NASCAR deems. So you have to try to stay out of those situations to where they're going to be making calls from up here in the booth.
Yeah, bad news is he can't get any of those laps back when they're NASCAR mandated laps down. You can't get them back by virtue of lucky dog. And by the way, all 3 of those drivers in the incident a moment ago checked out in the care center. They're okay.
Now, how about Dale Earnhardt Jr.? He's getting a lot more aggressive in this run. He knows that this is the money run, and here he comes.
And back, Jason Lefler still sitting there, got to serve a 5-lap penalty. Shannon.
Doc is crew chief Scott Zipadelli down off the pit box watching Jason Lefler serve his penalty. We saw you pleading your case with NASCAR. What did you say to them, and what did they say to you?
I can't repeat it.
So what are they saying that happened out there?
They basically said that they called 5-lap penalty for rough driving. I was pleading the case because that clearly wasn't rough driving. I mean, you're in the draft. I didn't see it, so I can't really say what happened. I didn't get to see the replay, but I mean, they've never called a rough driving penalty like that ever since I can remember. So all we can do now is take the penalty, move forward, try to. We got a good car. Great Clips Toyota's running good all day. We, had a few issues early on, but trying to get it back in the race and push one of our teammates to win. That's all we can do, and discuss it after the race.
All right, stay out there, regroup, and get ready for Fontana. Doc?
Again, the replay of the incident on lap 71, the contact initially between the 38 car of Lefler and the 66 of Stephen Wallace.
This is a tough call because mistakes can actually happen, but NASCAR looked at this and said it looked intentional to them. They're going to hold him 5 laps, and this is why that is so serious. I mean, these cars are flying through here, and see some heavily damaged race cars.
Easy.
Scott Lagasse Jr. also called up another one of the rookie drivers, and Vince is with him.
St. Augustine, Florida, nearby, and not the way you wanted the home race to end, I know. What did you see as the incident happened in front of you?
Not at all the day we were expecting. Paul and the guys at CJM Racing built this car from the ground up, and really a good race car. Just really spent the day biding our time, trying to gain some respect, and I don't know, a couple guys got together in front of us and tried to get it woe down into the bottom. And Justin, he couldn't see anything, just ran into us. So nothing he could have done, just kind of caught up in somebody else's mess. So you hate it for America's Incredible Pizza Company and the guys, because we did have a really good race car. It was really good in practice, and really just learning and biding our time, trying to gain some respect. So go to California.
Scott Lagasse Jr. out, and Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier has also been released from the medical center. Doc?
Thank you, Vince. And the 38 has now been released from pit road. He will head back on the racetrack. Let's check into the garage area. Vince standing by with Stephen Wallace.
Well, the 5-lap penalty to Jason Lefler, little consolation to Stephen Wallace in the 66 car. Jason said on the radio that he was trying to let you in, and it looked like he hooked you there, but had the two of you had any run-ins during the course of the day previous?
I don't know. I guess the little guy couldn't steer the steering wheel. It's just, I didn't really hate it for all our U.S. Fidelis guys on my team. We had a really, really fast race car. It's just a shame, we were running up front. We had a good car. We were just, dang logging laps, trying to make it there towards the end. But I never had a problem with Jason. I don't know what happened, but, I just felt like I was on the top side, just had my wheels straight, just to draft it up top, and I got hooked in the left rear quarter panel. It's just, I don't know. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but, what goes around comes around.
Frustrating day for Stephen Wallace in the 66 team. Doc?
Thanks, Vince. And what